What's going on? Almost Counts Collectibles here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to safely remove these things from your collectible action figures, price tags. So I'm going to show you how to do it without damaging the figure like it was never there. But first I'm going to show you a couple things that we're going to need for this. One is Goo Gone. We're going to need that along with Undo. Now some people might be like, don't those do the exact same thing? Well, no, not really. They don't, and we actually need both of them, and I'll tell you as we use them why we're using two different ones. Next, make sure you got a Q-tip with you, and also make sure you've got an old white t-shirt. Make sure it's clean, but an old t-shirt you wouldn't mind ruining if you had to. So that's the things that we're going to need for this today, and I'm going to be showing you how to do this on a 1994 Spider-Man the Animated Series action figure, and we're going to go ahead and get to it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to use Undo. And what Undo is going to do, or what Undo does, is it will temporarily make a sticky substance unsticky, or non-sticky, however you prefer to say it, for a very short amount of time. I'm talking about seconds. It dries very fast. Once it dries, that sticky substance will become sticky again. So we're going to use Undo to actually get the price tag off of the figure, but the sticky residue from the price tag will still remain. Once that's left and the paper is out of the way, we will use Goo Gone to get the sticky substance off. Now I have successfully removed price tags and the sticky substance simply using Undo. It takes a lot longer. You have to constantly put Undo onto the sticky substance and wipe it away, and as it dries then it gets smeared around, and now you have smeared around sticky substance, and you just have to constantly rinse and repeat until it's gone. I've done that successfully without damaging a figure, but it's very annoying, and it takes a long time to get all the sticky substance off of there. So I found out that using Goo Gone helps completely remove that sticky substance without having to smear it around. So what I want you to keep in mind is, one, if you're going to attempt to do this, make sure that you try it at least once, but maybe a few times, on an action figure or something that's not very valuable, something that you wouldn't mind making a mistake on or messing up, before you actually try this on something that's worth a lot of money or simply has a lot of sentimental value to you. What you want to keep in mind when using both of these is you do not want to get either one of these substances, Undo or Goo Gone, around this. Now this is the bubble of your action figure. If you get it around that, then you could possibly cause the bubble to come undone from the card. And there's no guarantee that it will stick back once that dries, or it could simply weaken it, it could eventually fall off. You do not want it to get anywhere around there. That's why I have the t-shirt. If it begins to run at all, so much as an inch away from that price tag, I immediately wipe it away so it doesn't get anywhere around the sticky substance holding the figure's bubble to the card. So I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. So I'm going to go ahead and undo the undo here. And on the undo container, at least all the ones I've seen, there is a little spoon right here at the end. This black thing right here. And you can kind of use that as like a little flat chisel, if you will, but these aren't the best, and sometimes they start to fray and break up, and you could actually risk putting a scratch or an indentation into your figure if you actually press on it with that. So I don't really press on it very hard, maybe very lightly on the corner, just to get the edge of the price tag up before I do this. So I'm going to go ahead and get my t-shirt ready. And I'm going to apply a little bit of Undo. I'm going to saturate this just a little bit. Then I'm going to stop saturating and simply peel the edge of this up. Then I should be able to take it away. I'm going to let this dry real quick. and it's going to dry away like it was never there. Now, that sticker actually didn't leave much of anything behind, but it's just really slightly sticky right there, so it left just a little bit. Some price tags are a pain in the butt, and they leave a lot of sticky residue behind. You can even risk ripping the card if you try to put any force behind that at all and take it off. So you don't want to force a price tag off, or any kind of sticker, by any means off of your figure. So here's the price tag. It came right off, and there's just a little bit of that sticky substance left. So I'm going to put just a little bit of this Goo Gone, and I'm not going to pour the Goo Gone directly onto the card. What I'm going to do is saturate it just a little bit on this t-shirt. And then I am going to rub in a little circle right around the area where the stickiness was. And then I'm going to take a dry part of the shirt and slowly wipe away any that might be left over. And no more stickiness. That'll take just a second for that to dry. You only get a few seconds to do this, so don't think that you've got like 5 minutes to do your wiping or anything like that. Alright. So, I have successfully removed the price tag off of this action figure. And as you can see, there was no damage done to the area where the price tag was. No more price tag, no more sticky residue. It's all gone. Now, this is not a high dollar figure by any means. I have another one of these. This was just an extra one I got in a lot that I bought. So had it ruined it, I wouldn't have really cared much about it. But I've tested this on several figures before. Different toy lines. I've done it on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from 1994, those carded figures. I've done it on the Spider-Man the Animated Series, a few different ones from 94 and 95. I've done it on a few of the Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog from Bandai, and I have never had any problem with this. It has never damaged any of the cards, it has never left any marks on them, it has never taken away or deteriorated any of the coloring or anything on the cards. So I have had a lot of success with this method by simply using Goo Gone, which I got from Amazon, and the Undo. And together, those things are, they're a 1-2 punch. The Undo will get rid of the paper, so you can go straight to the gooey stickiness. The stuff doesn't have to be on the card that long. Like I said, a matter of seconds will do the job, and it will evaporate after that. And just make sure that anytime you're using those, be careful not to get distracted of what you're doing or nervous at what you're doing and tilt the card and let any of that liquid run down and touch any remnants of these bubbles, okay? Because it could cause that substance to come undone, and then you might be in trouble. So you might have just removed the bubble from your action figure card, and if it was worth any money, it might not be worth much more now. So just be careful about that. I'll be doing some more videos to show some more. I've got a few more figures that I've got displayed up here, and I'm going to be doing some reviews of all these different action figures. But as you can see, a couple that I bought just to fulfill the collection still have a couple of the price tags on them from when they were purchased, and we're going to remove those so they look better. I've already removed the price tag from 2 of the figures from Rohan, and as you can see, or you may be able to see, I'm not sure, but it didn't do any damage to the card. And then Ivar, I believe, was the other. and it also did no damage there. I've also done it on the Power Rangers. I've got one down here that I've got to do for one of the Zeo lines. I'm going to be removing that one. Looks like somebody already tried to, so. And a few others. I've done it to the Beetleborgs. I got 2 left to do for it. Shadowborg and the white blaster beetle. So this is just what I've found to be a proven method to not cause any damage and get rid of that price tag. If you have a really old figure, like if you have Star Wars figures from maybe the 80s or something, I'm not going to guarantee you that you can do it without damaging it. It may have been produced on a different kind of cardboard, different kind of paper. I'm not real sure, but all of the toy lines I have tested this on, Toy Biz, they made the Spider-Man the Animated Series stuff, Bandai America, the Power Rangers, they also did the Beetleborgs and the Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog. I've done it on the Beast Wars figure lines. I've got some of those up here. I don't know if you can see them. My poor lighting over here. But I've done it on a few of those, and Kenner produced those. So I don't know if they all use the same kind of cardboard or not. So I can't really say for sure, but I have tested it on several different toy lines from different years, mainly from the 90s, and then naturally some of today. I have done it for if we buy an action figure, because we collect a lot of action figures. If I buy one at the store, it's got a price tag on it. I hate that, so I come home and I take it off. But those price tags haven't been on there very long for the ones I'm buying today. It's the older ones that have been on there forever that can cause a problem. But I haven't had any issues with that. So if you have any questions about anything that I didn't cover, go ahead and leave your question in the comments. I'll let you know. If you need to know where you can buy the Goo Gone or Undo from, I'll let you know. I'll leave a link. Like I said, I got mine from Amazon. Excuse me. And I'll answer your questions. But I have had nothing but success with this method, with 0 damage or any kind of noticeability left over on the card itself. So that's my method for safely removing price tags, stickers, what have you, from action figures. Any questions, leave them. Stay tuned. I'm going to be making a lot of videos. I'm going to be reviewing a lot of toy lines and collections. I'll probably start with the Mighty Morphin line. And in those, I'm just going to be showing you the figures, giving you my thoughts on them, asking some questions about them. There's even a couple of collections that I haven't completed. I do a lot of my purchasing on eBay and things like that. Old comic book stores where I find a figure I need or something of that nature. But I might even, put some stuff out there if I'm still looking for a figure and you've got it and want to get rid of it. Maybe we can work a deal out. But I'm going to be doing a lot of videos about that. So that was my video for getting rid of those nasty price tags. Practice, please at least practice on one figure, even if you have to buy one on eBay for like $6. Just try it once before you actually try it on anything of value, just so you can see how it works, see how to do it, be careful with it, and then try it on your actual collections to get rid of those price tags. So this has been Almost Counts Collectibles, and I hope to be bringing you a lot more stuff, a lot more information, and a lot of more reviews of everything from protecting your collection to storing your collection, and just collections in general. So go ahead, please like, subscribe, and until next time, we'll see ya.